Hi, welcome to the Forsyth County 8th grade Algebra Transition course. I want to take you through what this course consists of, give you the expectations and best practices for your success. In this transition course, there are 4 units. Within each unit, there are lessons. Each lesson will have a concept check. This equates to a formative quiz. In the concept check, you get 2 attempts per question. In addition to this, there are 3 similar questions if needed. This is 6 total opportunities. At the end of each unit is a summative test. There is only 1 attempt for the summative test. There are no retakes. There is also a timer of 120 minutes. So before you begin a unit test, make sure you have set aside 120 minutes of uninterrupted time. You must complete the unit test in 1 sitting. Your final overall course average is 50% from the concept checks and then 50% from the summative test. Before you begin the course, you may want to click here to download all the handouts beforehand, or you can simply wait as you move through the units. To help keep you organized and on track, you may want to use this checklist. I highly recommend downloading it and then bookmarking the checklist. This is what it looks like. For every lesson, there's going to be a handout that you complete and a concept check. So again, I would bookmark this checklist to help keep you on track and organized. Now let's maneuver through what a unit looks like. Again, there are 4 in all. Make sure that you move through each step as they appear in the course. Each lesson has 4 basic steps. The first step gives you the overview of what to expect. In our first unit, there is no calculator allowed. You will be printing out the handout either ahead of time or as you maneuver through the unit. If you do not have a printer, you can simply use your own notebook paper to write down the notes and the practice problems. You will be uploading your work at the end of each lesson. Make sure that you take notes as you watch the video, pausing the video as needed. That is a good practice to make sure you pause the video as much as you need and rewatch the video as much as you need. Once you submit your work, the answer key for the handout will be released. This is another practice that you need to do. Make sure you check the answer key along with your answers and make corrections as needed. Please do not skip this step of looking at the answer key. Once you are satisfied with your work, you will then take the concept check. Again, you will have a total of 6 attempts per item. Another smart practice is to read through the feedback and the rationale that derivative provides. If you miss a question, read through so you can see your misconception. So that is the overview. Then comes the actual lesson. This is where you will have the handout. Again, you may have already pre-printed these, but if not, you can open and print at this time, and then you will follow along with the video. Again, pausing the video as much as you need. Once you finish with a lesson, you will submit your work below. I highly encourage you to use your Google Drive to download your work, and that makes it much easier to upload here. After the lesson, you're going to have the answer key presented to you, and again, one of the best practices for your success is looking through the answer key and checking your work against the key. After you are satisfied with this, then you will complete the concept check. Again, Each question, you have 2 attempts, and then if you exhaust the 2 attempts, you will have 2 more similar questions, which gives you 3 questions in all at 2 attempts per question, a total of 6 attempts. After you complete the concept chat, then you will be taken to the next lesson within this unit, and you will go through the same 4 steps: the overview, the lesson, the answer key, and the concept check. Now let us go to the exam for this unit. I'm just going to scroll down, and we have gone through all 9 lessons, and then you will come to the instructions for the exam. Here you will have a place to download blank scratch work where you will show your work nice, neat, and organized. Again, if you do not have a printer, you are welcome to use your notebook paper. The test has a 2-hour limit, and again, you cannot pause the timer. So once you begin the test, the time is going to continue. Before you begin a test, there will be a testing agreement. The testing agreement is a form in where you fill out your name and you answer some yes or no questions. Once you submit this form, it will give you a screenshot of the password. Here is the test. Again, you're not going to start until you know for sure that you have 2 hours set aside. So once I begin, the time will begin and it cannot be stopped. And again, there are no retakes. Once you finish the exam, the next step and final step for the unit is to upload your scratch work. Let's go back and look at a few other items. This course ends on July 8th. Once you finish, you will be asked to come in to take the face-to-face placement test. Sign-up dates and times will be emailed to your parents directly. To begin the course, make sure you click on Modules to proceed in the order as they appear. If you have any questions, you can email Ms. Carpenter. I wish you the best of luck and have a great summer.